Welcome to How to Roast a Turkey Part 1. Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. We are going to get started and pretend like today is just a couple of days before Thanksgiving. I'm going to show you all how I roast our Thanksgiving turkey. In the past, I have roasted it. We have had fried turkey. We have had smoked turkey, and I do love smoked turkey. I might even actually try to make one before Thanksgiving just for us to enjoy like this one. But I wanted to show everyone how to roast a turkey. So this is a heritage turkey from Hoffman Farms, and they are out of Scotland, Texas. I met them at the farmer's market downtown Wichita Falls on 8th and Ohio Street. We actually now have 2 farmers markets in Wichita Falls, which is so much fun because we are able to support so many more vendors, and it has just been a blast meeting some of the new ones and then of course supporting my favorites. So I'm excited to get to know Hoffman's Farms even better. They also do chicken, and I also think they do eggs too. I need to double check that, but I'm almost positive they do. So anyway, let's get started. I poured my cup of coffee in my mom cup, and I've been busy getting everything done, and I have not finished it yet. And it is almost 10 o'clock this morning. So hallelujah, we're getting it started. Okay, so I'm going to open up and just kind of wash the turkey just a little bit. And then I was gifted by my wonderful husband this bucket, and I actually use it more for my smoked meats and barbecue stuff. But last year it worked perfect for our turkey, so I am using it again. In the past, I have actually had to keep our turkey you want to make sure your water's cold. I have been keeping our turkey in a cooler and just keeping ice on top of it to keep it the right temperature. So this has been wonderful because I'm able to keep it in the brine in the refrigerator and not worry about having to keep the ice on it to keep it the right temperature. Okay, so I'm seriously just rinsing everything off, and then I have the bag down here in the sink, and I am going to pull out the insides. They do give you the inside, so that's nice because you can make a stock, which I will use the stock to cook the turkey with as well. Okay, now a lot of you use the baked giblet gravy. I have never been a fan of giblet gravy, so I don't make it. I don't know why, but I've never really liked it. But I know that lots of people do, so for sure, if you want to do that, for sure save those to be able to do that. Okay, so I've got my setup to where I can literally just take my turkey from the sink and put it in the bucket, and then I'm gonna, hold on. Live video. Okay, now I'm gonna wash my hands. And then I'll use the tongs to put those into a Ziploc bag. Okay, so let's talk about the brine. Yesterday, which would be, you would do this 3 days before. I've had my turkey in the refrigerator for a week. So I got it frozen, and I have had it in the refrigerator since last Friday, and it is thawed and everything is great. Nothing was frozen at all. So I kept it in the refrigerator for a week, just thawing and getting prepared. And so now, last night I made the brine mixture, which was a half gallon of apple cider, which would be 2 quarts, and then 2 quarts of cold water. And then I let that come to room temperature, put it in my gallon jug, and put it in the refrigerator overnight. Then this morning, I've gotten up and got everything washed, and then I'm gonna pour the brine over it. The brine is half a gallon of apple cider, half a gallon of water, a cup of Redmond salt, or you could use kosher salt. I don't recommend table salt. I don't recommend that. I like the flavor that the kosher salt or the Redmond salt gives to the turkey. And then I put in half a cup of brown sugar. You don't need as much sugar because you're using the apple cider. And so there's enough sweetness in that you just need half a cup of brown sugar. Then I took one navel orange and just kind of peeled it to get the skin off. I cut each half off so there was a flat surface. And then I just took my knife and went down over the orange. I should have showed you all that. I'm so sorry. I wasn't thinking when I was getting my brine ready last night. But it's just the peels of the orange. And then I'll show you when I poured it. And then I got 4 stems of rosemary, a tablespoon of black peppercorns, and a tablespoon of, a teaspoon and a half of juniper berries. And then the peel of the orange. And then I brought that to a boil and just stirred it, reduced it to a simmer to let that brown sugar and salt dissolve into the liquid. Let me get my tongs. So because I've washed my hands, I'm just going to use my tongs to pull this out. Okay. I'll set that over there. Okay. So then, I actually have it back side down, and you will be turning this. So just whichever way you do it, breast side down or breast side up, just remember which way, because at this evening before I go to bed, I will turn it so that it goes all night on the breast side. I don't know. I should pour this so you all can see there's the orange pills. Oh, and I did 8 cloves of garlic. I forgot that part. Okay, so I literally just peeled that peeling off the orange and let it cook in the brine. Okay, now that fills my bucket or my turkey half full, okay? And you want it to be, I have to be so careful with this because it's flexible and it will bend, so I have to be careful. And so then I want to put more water in there. I usually add a gallon more of water. So, okay, so now I'm gonna add a gallon of water to this. And this container actually has a lid that you can see behind me, but I am not sure it's gonna fit. I might have to wrap it in foil. Okay, and I'm gonna add just a little bit more cold water. I really want it to come up. So the water is basically halfway up the turkey. The water line is halfway at the leg. And so I know that half of the turkey is submerged and will get all of the yummy liquid. And then tonight before I go to bed, I will flip it, and all night until in the morning, and then I will flip it again. Okay, so for Thanksgiving week, you're gonna make the brine on Monday evening, put it in the refrigerator when it's cooled, and then Tuesday morning, you're gonna get up and do this, okay? So then Tuesday night, you'll flip it. Wednesday morning, you'll flip it back. And then Wednesday evening, before you're gonna cook it on Thanksgiving Day, you're going to pour out the brine, rinse the turkey, and just put it back in the refrigerator to let it air out Wednesday night. So I've always felt like that it is just easier to do the aromatics and the butter and the seasoning and all of that if the turkey is dry. And it really helps to do it in the refrigerator uncovered. So that's just, from my experience, that's my favorite way to do it. And so that is what we are doing for the next 2 days. So today's Friday, so I'll do that Friday and Saturday. Saturday night, I will let it air dry in the refrigerator. And then Sunday morning, actually I might cook this Sunday afternoon when we get home from church, but we're gonna have it on Sunday. So, yay. I was gonna show you guys, if the lid doesn't fit, yeah, it doesn't. So I'm going to wrap this in foil because at the present moment, we want it to be covered. We don't want any air to get into it. So I will cover it good and then put it in the refrigerator to start the delicious brining process.